Well, a good day, and what a day it can be. It's windy, it's cold. I don't know, it's been raining, but today I'm going to do a test on an oil filter. Let me show you. So here's going to be the test. I'm going to test the original oil filter, which I have in the Subaru, and I'm going to then use a Honda oil filter to test to see if there is any difference in oil pressure. I do have an oil pressure sensor set up in this vehicle, so I'm just going to start her up. We'll see what the oil pressure is at startup with the original type oil filter for the Subaru 2006. This is Subaru with 2.5. And we're going to see what the oil pressure is with the original type, oil filter. I made a short a while ago saying I was going to use a Honda oil filter in this thing, and I got lots of riffraff from that. But also I got lots of good comments from that, actually, who are like, yeah, it should make no difference. I'm on the opinion that it won't make any difference. Even though this does have a bypass valve opening of I think it's like 12 to 14, and I think the Subaru filter that's in it is like 23 to 24 bypass opening. So I think the bypass pretty well will only open at startup. We'll see. We'll see what the oil pressure is at startup, and then when she's fully warmed up, we'll see how much oil pressure there is with the original type oil filter. So let me get her going. Now, to be honest, there is no exhaust on this car, so it will be loud at startup, but that means nothing as long as we got our little oil pressure gauge here, which is right here, and we're going to be able to look at that for oil pressure. So, I guess we'll shut the door, so the wind says shut it. So let us take a look as I start it. Go. She's up over 100 psi at startup. So look at that. It is up over 100 psi at startup. Now it's dropped down to about a little over 100. We're only a few seconds in, so we're gonna let this car warm up, and then we're gonna see what the oil pressure is when it's fully warmed up. Look at that. It's only 9 degrees Celsius out here. Wow. So we are about 5 minutes in now. We brought her down to just over 40. So we're about 40 right now. The engine hasn't really warmed up a ton. The radio's on for some reason. And I should put my seatbelt on. But she is warming up. So we are fully warmed up now. Water, it's flowing. And look at that. We are at the 15 pound at idle. 15 psi, pounds square inch at idle. Just slightly above that. But this thing does idle pretty low at about 700. Wow. It's got a low idle, but I'm going to bring it up to about 1500, and we'll take the measurement from there. So that's, let's get her straight here. Doesn't want to stay at 15. So it's about 40 psi at idle with the original type oil filter. So we're gonna go to I'm gonna let her cool off. I'm gonna let the engine completely cool off, and then we're gonna do the Honda oil filter and see if we get any difference in oil pressure. Who knows? We might. I don't know. So here is the Honda filter, and yes, I am pre-filling it with the 5W30 oil I used. That's left over that I used in the car. So I won't have to add any. And just about ready to take the other filter out and slap this one in. Yes, the filter on this vehicle faces upwards, so shouldn't be a problem putting this one back in. Well, maybe it will be. Now, the problem I had here with this is that the oil filter is stuffed way up there, so there's plenty of room from the road. It will not get hit, but it is hard to get at. So, original Subaru type filter and the replacement Honda filter, you can see it is maybe an inch taller, which would make it easier getting it in and out, by the way. But I'm going to stick the Honda filter on there, and we're going to see what happens. I don't think the engine's cooled off completely yet, so I'm going to wait a while, but I'm going to get this filter on, and yeah. Well, I see that one had louvers in it. Oh, will that make a difference? And this one's got holes. Oh no, will that make a difference? Probably not. So you wouldn't believe how many nasty comments I had just because I said I was gonna change to a bigger filter. How many people told me that I'm worse than the worst person in the world for doing this. Take my video down. It's horrible. It's just the worst. Or that, oh, I hope you enjoy buying a new engine. Well, I tried to answer back most of them with, snarky, funny comments myself, which I'm sure some of you might have enjoyed if you read them. But I'm sure any of the ones who commented probably won't watch this video to see the truth of what's going to happen. Who knows? Maybe it will destroy the engine. But you know what? It's only an inch bigger. The bypass opens a little sooner. And, I don't think it's going to make much of a huge difference when I see so many filters on vehicles nowadays run the wrong filter anyways. I see it all the time. So, but hey, this is just... I can't wait I gotta wait for that car to cool off some more, and then there's a fox over there. Oh, distracted. Just ran into the bushes. Okay. Lost my train of thought now. Oh, still lost my train of thought. Like, that fox. I went over there and took a look to see where it was, but it's gone. Oh, damn you, robot house. Hey, what show does that come off of? Damn you, robot house. Yeah, you know what show. All I can say is I can believe that the internet can be so nasty at times. It was crazy. I should have made a video of reading some of these. Maybe I will make a video of me reading the comments, say, of what these people were saying to me. Some of them weren't very nice, but you know what? I got just as nice comments from people who liked the video, so, but the nasty ones are the ones I remember the most, and that's the way it is. But I got a pretty thick skin when it comes to that, and I kind of just fight back with words myself. So here we are, the time you've all been waiting for, starting up the Subaru with the Honda filter in it. And we'll take a good look at the oil pressure and see if there's any, if any difference. I don't think there will be. That's my take on it. And here we go. Let's see here. Let me shut this door. There we go. Well, at startup, it is identically the same pretty well to, it's a little over 100 psi, as it was with the Subaru style filter. So let us wait 5 minutes, and we'll check it again, which it was down to about 60 after 5 minutes, I believe. So we're around 5 minutes right now. And there is the oil pressure at 5 minutes. Just a shade under 40. And I'll show you, we're not fully warmed up yet, but we're gonna get there. So I'll make sure this thing warms up so we see what the pressure will be when we're fully warmed up. Well, I've got her warmed up fully. Let us see where we're at. We're at the same spot as the original filter was. Look at that. We're at 15 psi. Let me raise her now to 1500 and see if we get her to 40 like it was supposed to be before. There we go. There we go. We're about... Oh, oil pressure is... come on, I gotta get her steady at 1500. Well, I think the oil pressure is just a little bit better at 1500. We're up to 50 psi at 1500. 1500. What about 2000? I know that we didn't do 2000. We're around 70 psi. As you can see, it doesn't look like there's much of a difference between the two oil filters at all. So there you go. Using that Honda filter on here didn't destroy the engine. It's about the same in oil pressure, and there's not much difference at all like I thought there would be. And who knows, I didn't think there'd be a difference on using the two different types, but many commenters thought I would destroy the engine at startup. Well, I hope this settles it, and that this is the way it is. Still don't like how low this thing idles, but this thing is just rock solid smooth while idling. Except I think I got the tappets wrong a bit. She's a little out on the tappets. I might have to go back in there, maybe adjust them a little. It just doesn't sound right. Tappets seem to be really tapping pretty good with either oil filter. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope this settled a few things.